Good morning, church. It's good to be with you today. So we're in Revelation chapter 5. John has been brought up into the throne room. We've seen the glory of God on the throne. And now we have the vision of a scroll with 7 seals that no one can open. And John begins to weep at this reality that nobody in heaven or on earth can open this scroll. We've been reading on through chapter 6, and so you know that this is a scroll that begins a series of terrible judgments leading up to the conclusion of history and God reappearing. And I have to ask myself, why is John weeping that nobody can open this scroll? What is he so grieved about? And I imagine that it might be because nobody is able to judge the sin of the world. Nobody is able to usher in the next era, the reign of Christ. He must know something about what this scroll is. It must be apparent to him in his being in the Spirit, in this revelation. Until one character arrives on the scene, and this is the juxtaposition here is amazing. Do not weep, one of the elders says. Look, the Lion from the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has conquered, so that he is able to open the scroll and its 7 seals. Then I saw one like a slaughtered lamb, standing in the midst of the throne and the 4 living creatures and among the elders, and he had 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent into all the earth. And he took the scroll out of the right hand of the one seated on the throne. Here's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. And I looked, and there was one like a slaughtered lamb. Here we have our Christ in the midst of the throne, in the midst of the elders. And we see that he is occupying that same throne as God, that he is indeed seated at the right hand. And he has the same Holy Spirit. The 7 spirits of God are upon him. 7 horns for power and eyes for sight. He is in our midst. He's all powerful. He can see everything. And he has God's Holy Spirit, which together they send into the world to be with us. And he is able to open the scroll and to bring in judgment. Remember what Jesus talked a lot about in the Gospel of John. He says, I don't judge, but I do what the Father tells me to do. And so the Father gives the scroll and he opens it. And these are the Father's judgments that Jesus is then opening and reading out and allowing to take place. And so remember that our God forever is the slaughtered lamb, and that his blood forever covers us, and we're always protected by him, and that he is with the Father interceding for us always. And that's the perfect picture that we see here in Revelation. So always remember that you have this wonderful advocate, and remember too that there is hope, because sin will be judged and the era of Christ will be brought in, and we're so looking forward to that. I love you, church, and we'll talk to you soon again.